Welcome everyone to a new video, and in today's video we expand on a project that I'm personally invested in, which is Concordium. I'll be explaining everything you need to know about the project itself and the main use behind Concordium and more. If you can appreciate this extensive content, please leave a like on this video and don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel as well. In addition to these videos, I'm also going live during the week on Monday and Thursday evening at 7 PM Central European Time. And last Thursday we did a cool giveaway, which you can find in the description beneath, and you can still join the giveaway. If you like what we do, our trade letter and premium membership can be tested for 1 week for free, and the links in the description gives you all the information you need to join for free. As I said, we'll be analyzing Concordium and its native coin CCD. Important to understand before we continue, I'm personally invested in Concordium and we've partnered with the project for this update. The project went on mainnet on June the 9th of 2021 and seemed promising but failed to deliver on adoption. We will discuss what caused this and what might change in the near future. First, we will explain what Concordium is and the background of the project with its goal and roadmap. Then we will start discussing the actual recent rebranding, and after that the next topic will be the technology behind Concordium and the key component of its identity layer. Lastly, I will finish by explaining the use cases of identity layer and inform about the CCD token. The Concordium blockchain is a science-based Layer-1 blockchain with an ID layer to facilitate compliance. It offers high throughput, fast transactions and predictable fees, allowing businesses, developers and traders to harness blockchain's potential. Ultimately, Concordium wants to fix the blockchain trilemma of scalability, security and decentralization, something which many Layer 1s say. But besides that, the project also focuses heavily on facilitating compliance with regulation. According to the team, compliance and regulatory requirements must be resolved to unlock trillions of potential business transactions using blockchain, since blockchain technology in general still has severely limited adoption compared to its potential. There are numerous possibilities for governed operations with Concordium smart contracts in Layer 1. Interoperability between other platforms and blockchains can be addressed through these capabilities, as well as IoT, supply chain finance and others. Concordium is supported by the Concordium Foundation, which is a Swiss non-profit organization. As the governing body of Concordium blockchain, the Concordium Foundation ensures proper development will continue. The Concordium network is being built by Concordium AG as part of a contract with the Concordium Foundation. A team of scientists works for Concordium AG. The Concordium Blockchain Research Center Aarhus is also known as COBRA, and a significant portion of COBRA's research is focused on ZK proofs, consensus and sharding. Concordium's goal is to review, test and eventually implement this research on their blockchain network. You can check the roadmap on their official website. And ultimately, Concordium wants to fix the blockchain trilemma of scalability, security and decentralization following regulation adaptability. At the beginning of the initial launch of Concordium, the focus of the project was servicing blockchain solutions to enterprises, as their idea was that crypto would be mature enough soon for enterprise to lead the next wave. Concordium believed that they could be the best solution for this, as the project is able to solve a big challenge for enterprises, which is legal compliance. Concordium ensures that enterprises can identify and track transactions to meet legal requirements, partly by integrated KYC. By using Concordium, enterprises can rest assured that illegitimate activities cannot be hidden. Flexibility of the platform allows it to meet the compliance requirements of multiple jurisdictions. However, Concordium struggled to gain traction because it only focused on enterprises. Mainly in the crypto space, projects create developers' tools to build for crypto enthusiasts. Nevertheless, Concordium did the opposite and built a science-based chain with professionals first. Another reason is that corporations are not leading the blockchain adoption because they are mostly hesitant to implement new technologies and have a wait-and-see approach instead. Account creation numbers were very high at the end of 2021, however it is mostly 350 per month in 2022 due to enterprises failing to actually use the chain. And besides that, the project was hardly getting adoption from the crypto community because it was focusing on enterprises so much. Unsurprisingly, this lack of adoption caused a lot of negativity surrounding the project. After Concordium realized the adoption was missing, they changed the focus to a different area, which is DeFi, gaming and metaverse, and that's where they started focusing on retail adoption instead while offering developers an enterprise-grade blockchain. Currently, Concordium is entering DeFi, gaming and metaverse with an enterprise-compliant chain. Along with the new rebranding, many retailers and investors can benefit from the new opportunities Concordium will create, as it is expected that plenty of projects will be launched there in the near future. Concordium completely redesigned their official website lately. It will now focus on gaming, metaverse, NFTs, DeFi, RegFi, which is regulated DeFi products, and Trust as a service, which is a service to authenticate, register and stamp documents and prove ownership. RegFi is a new term that creates a dilemma about regulation and decentralization. Regulation helps to reduce sanctions and ban risk on financial activities. On the other hand, it makes it centralized and controlled by the authorities. Concordium recently started to focus on Web3 blockchain projects rather than enterprises now. Because of that, the new upcoming projects are mainly in the Web3 ecosystem and the list is growing rapidly. According to the website, they are in touch with more than 70 projects and more than 35 projects are currently building on Concordium, whereas it was pretty much a dead chain before. By now, these numbers are even outdated as the team is in touch with more than 70 projects with over 35 projects building on Concordium. There are already some projects in progress announced, which you can check on the official website. And when these projects are launched and considering the possible announcements of new projects, it is definitely worth to keep an eye on Concordium. The new approach could cause a surge in adoption, which could cause good opportunities in the different projects on the chain. Concordium has developed a provably secure finality layer, a technology that allows transactions to be recorded in the blockchain quickly, but still subject to rollback until they are finalized. It is possible to accept transactions after a specific number of blocks or to wait until the finalization of the transaction to protect against the possibility of a rollback. Besides the finality layer, there is another key component on Concordium, which we call the identity layer. There are 4 actors in the identity layer, which are users. These are trusted identity issuers, the foundation, and revokers. Users receive identity objects from trusted identity issuers to validate their identities, including proof of their age and nationality. Users can deploy accounts with proofs attached from their identity objects. Except for the off-chain storage of identity objects, all of this occurs on-chain. An anonymity revoker is a person or organization that is trusted by the Concordium platform to help identify a user that owns an account should the need arise. The Concordium Foundation maintains a list of anonymity revokers that is publicly visible. Credential data is unlocked through an interactive process initiated by an anonymity revoker. There seems to be cooperation between this one and identity issuers in order to achieve this. The process of unlocking anonymity requires a court order or some interaction with local law enforcement in order to be initiated. Bringing compliance and privacy features to the blockchain, the ID layer links real-life business regulatory compliance with blockchain applications. In addition to adhering to crypto regulations, Concordium offers real privacy to its users because it uses zero-knowledge proofs. As a result, the verifiers will be able to perform their task without storing any information on-chain. There is no actual storage of the user's private information on the blockchain. However, law enforcement can use information to track down and revoke user rights if they suspect fraudulent activities. The identity reveal has some positive and negative effects on the project. On one side, it is positive because users and enterprises will use the blockchain without fear of interaction with bad anonymous actors. In contrast, all the blockchain users have to KYC themselves, which creates a hurdle for many users to start using the actual chain. Concordium will likely come up with some programs to drive a lot of users to their platform as it starts to launch multiple projects. This could be in the form of liquidity incentive programs, airdrops and more, but this is something we will have to wait on more info for. When dealing with a counterparty, it is important to know whether that counterparty is compliant with certain regulations if you are a big company. Considering the recent EU and US regulation moves, it is logical to think that there will be more companies willing to eliminate counterparty compliance risk in the future. Concordium is a good candidate for projects who want to adopt blockchain without facing regulatory issues in the future, as Concordium users must complete the KYC process to use the chain. Mandatory KYC is also an enterprise-level solution for bots in gaming and metaverse. Bots are one of the biggest problems in the gaming industry, and Concordium can fix it, which is a solid reason to use this solution for gaming studios. CCD is the native token of the Concordium blockchain. The CCD is used to pay for transaction fees, smart contract operations, staking, as a reward for node operators, and as a collateral medium. A specific number of CCD is created in the Genesis block, and after this, the only mechanism to create more CCD is the minting process. The number of CCD that exists on the platform at any time is defined and publicly known. The Concordium Foundation receives 10% of the CCDs minted on the Concordium blockchain and a portion of the transaction fees. The fees will be used to ensure the blockchain has the resources necessary to continue functioning the network and its associated ecosystem. The average block time is about 10 seconds and average transaction fee is $1 back to euro. Additionally, if you stake your CCD, you earn approximately 11.5% API. As of October 2022, 46% of locked CCD tokens are released and you can see the increase in vested CCD tokens in the graph. Unfortunately, vesting is still a risk because there is still a lot of CCD which may create sell pressure in the coming months. However, the risk decreases after each unlock. It will be a good idea to invest slowly and carefully and increase the time period if you consider purchasing CCD. Concordium is a Layer-1 project with improved compliance standards. The project believes that compliance and regulatory requirements must be addressed to unlock trillions of potential business transactions using blockchain. At first, the project struggled to gain adoption because of the enterprise focus structure. However, they are rebranding on entering the metaverse, gaming and NFT ecosystem. Many projects are building on Concordium right now because the identity creation part is beneficial for gaming industries due to the bot issues and less counterparty risk. However, mandatory identity creation may also result in slower adoption, but if the project offers a lot to the user, it can gain a reliable user base. We can expect programs to drive chain-wide adoption in the future, as well as many Layer 1s have done this when finally looking to drive adoption. This will be especially important due to the hurdle of KYC for every user on the chain. Concordium may offer beneficial services to the companies if it can increase the adoption of the chain. Following the adoption, the CCD coin may also get renewed interest from investors. In the end, Concordium is an enterprise-compliant chain. It has competitive advantages because of the identity layer and Euro-backed transaction fees for now. Additionally, there are many projects in progress and many upcoming updates to improve the chain. It would be a very wise and good idea to keep an eye on upcoming projects and updates from Concordium, because if they can manage to increase the adoption, it may lead to an interest in CCD and cause new opportunities within its ecosystem. So in this video, I took you through the project Concordium and all that's important to know about it. We have discussed the background, the recent rebranding, the token and more. It's up to you to decide whether or not you'd be interested in adding this project to your portfolio. Thanks for watching to this update about Concordium. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe beneath, and don't forget, don't do stupid shit, stay calm and avoid emotional trading. I'll see you again tomorrow. Ciao!